There are a lot of other adults involved in a child's experience at school, besides the guide and the assistant in their classroom. And so we have to think about all the adults the child will be interacting with throughout the day and work to have a clear and cohesive culture of how we approach the child. I really encourage schools when they hire additional, before and after care staff, or they have various specialists, and even, the front office staff, all of everyone in the school should come together at the beginning of each year and sort of remind themselves and reflect on how we approach children in a Montessori environment where, respect and sort of social equality is at the forefront. We're here to serve this amazing work that children are doing to build themselves, and we approach every child with respect at the forefront of our mind and every interaction. So this isn't still typically how broader culture functions with children. And so it's important to set some sort of standards and model some practice of how we do that, so that anyone who's not experienced with Montessori education who comes into our school learns that practice of how to interact respectfully with children, how we greet them and say good morning, how we don't talk over them or interrupt or ignore. We treat them generally the way we would treat any other adult, and we show them that same level of respect. So think about that in your whole school culture. Like when a child comes in the door, who's the first person that they see? Is it the person at the front desk? Is it someone in car line? Think about the child's experience and make sure those people that first greet the child every morning are prepared to do so with respect and in a way that's going to get the children excited to get to work during the day. Think about that as you transition. If your school does specials, which we know you don't have to. That can happen, and ideally would happen during the work day. But if you do have specials, then make sure that those specials instructors know how to manage children respectfully in a Montessori way. That they're not punishing children or putting them in timeouts or other things like that. We want to be sure that we've expressed the sort of classroom management mentality. And I do recommend actually as guides that we attend these specials with the children so we can help these specialists with the classroom management and model for them how we do that. You need to think about the maintenance staff as well. They're going to be around, the children will be interacting with them. Give them some of the keys of how to interact with the children to help them become part of this whole school community. Because really, when we have a Montessori school, not only are we creating the optimal environment for children to build themselves, but we should also be creating the optimal environment for adults to work within, where we're applying some of these same principles of respect and meeting people where they are and thinking about the whole person to every adult in the school. And that means that we're going to treat one another with respect. We're always going to be modeling respectful, loving, pleasant behavior toward one another. That we aren't going to have the staff room become a place where we complain, and we certainly will never sit and talk about children in the staff room without the child being present. I mean, that's so disrespectful. And we won't do that about others. We're going to really cultivate a Montessori adult community as well, based in respect and support and joy for the opportunity to be together and work together every day. So as you, from a classroom teacher perspective, think about all the other adults in the school, see how you can support that. If you're an administrator or something else, really set this kind of standard for helping every adult who works with the children know how to interact with and support children, and also how to build that culture amongst a whole staff as well, so that the children are having a strong Montessori experience supporting their development, and we adults all working together are having a strong Montessori experience of feeling invested and responsible and connected to our whole school community.